driving up to Rad Industries right now. I got the 2J actually strapped in the back of the truck. I don't know how well you can kind of see it. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we took the manifolds off and kind of took all the unnecessary garbage off the motor. And we're gonna be dropping off the spare motor as well as checking up on the blown up JZ that we originally had in the 350. I actually got a lot of comments saying that you guys didn't think I blew up the motor, that you've heard noises like that in the past with your JZs or other motors and you guys figured out a solution or whatnot. But today we're gonna debunk that and I will show you the motor. To my understanding, they've already kind of blown it apart, and hopefully by the time we get there we can actually see the internals and see exactly what happened. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's a pretty good sight to see. So needless to say, I'm excited. We're actually 2 minutes away. Rad Dan is not gonna be there because he is in Florida at the moment because they have round 2 for Formula D, but my good friend Joe is gonna be there and he's gonna be showing us the car. Hello! How's it going? I've never seen it so quiet in here before. I know, right? I'm excited to see what I've done. Is it bad? Does it look bad?
It's pretty bad.
Dan told me he's heard like 3 separate noises.
It's a weird noise. I'll kind of explain it to you as I go. But what we did was we put the car up on the lift. We kind of took the stethoscope. While the car was warmed up, it was still running. We took the stethoscope and kind of poked it around to see if we could pinpoint where the noise was coming from. And there was just a really loud noise coming from the oil pan. So we pulled off the oil filter, which you can see over here. You know, there's a bunch of metal in there. Usually not good. So.
Oh yeah, you can see it. All like the shimmery stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we got to pulling the motor, which is in the engine room right now. But we just kind of started feeling the rods. You know, we pulled off the oil pan, felt the rods to see if any of them felt loose. And then we pulled off number 3 because it was the loosest one.
Right.
And we just pulled it off like 2 minutes ago and we didn't even like pull it up, but you can see that like there's the edge of the rod bearing, which shouldn't be there, and there's the other half of it.
Oh, so yeah.
It just, you spun a bearing and that's it. So that's probably why it was making such weird noises, because it was going through little cycles of the bearing overlapping itself and kind of being tight and then loose again.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
Huh. Everything else looks...
It seems decent. It doesn't seem like there's any heat really in any of these rods. Nothing feels loose or anything like that, but I mean, that's definitely a downer.
There's a problem. Yeah, and Dan was saying that he suspects that there's something in the head too that kind of went wrong as well, but...
We think that's a possibility, but then when we were kind of investigating a little more, we popped off the cap and it didn't sound like there was anything coming directly from the head. So,
what do you think? Do you think the turbo's gonna have shavings in it too? Like we should either get a new turbo or try to... And I was talking with Dan, and I was like, do you think that we should try to clean it and send it off someplace, or should we just get a spare from Garrett in the meantime and then clean this one out, or do you think that this is probably salvageable?
It's probably a good idea to get it looked at and cleaned out. It feels alright, but you know, you can always get it rebuilt and then it won't be a problem. It's not the worst thing that could happen, but it is what it is. So
again, the reason why we got a spare motor is because we won't have enough time to rebuild the motor that you guys just saw. We won't have enough time to rebuild that for round 1. So the idea is to use this completely stock 2J, use it for a round. I'm really trying to take Prom a little bit more serious this year, as I feel a lot more comfortable in the car. I feel a lot more comfortable in tandems. I really want to take it just a little bit more seriously. So we'll use it for round 1, and then after round 1, we'll take it back out, put in the new motor because it'll be finished by that point, and then we'll have a spare motor just for any future needs. Nice. So we know the bottom end is screwed up. The head, we're not exactly sure, but they're gonna have to pull that off and check it. But at this point, we're gonna rebuild the whole thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. By the time we get this thing back, we'll have a complete head and we'll have the complete bottom end. We're gonna stick with the same turbo setup. I'm gonna try to get a spare sent out from Garrett, and then we'll probably get this one and have it just get it rebuilt and flushed, because we did have some shavings in the oil. Chances are we did get some in this turbo. We didn't run the motor for that long once I started hearing that noise, so we got a little bit lucky. We noticed it pretty early, and everything else looks relatively clean, so all of that is good. We're also going to be changing some stuff in the Z as well. Like I kind of previously mentioned, I want to keep some stuff a secret. I don't want to let you guys know about everything, but in the rear end of the car, we're gonna redo, one thing that I will tell you is that we are gonna be changing the rear bash bar setup. I damaged it when I hit the wall at Stadium at Willow Springs, and then more recently, we completely smashed in the bar when me and Zach touched each other at the Voodoo Ride event. So all of that's gonna get rechanged up. And I asked Dan if we can kind of change it to a point where once we hit it, if we have spares at the track, we can unbolt it and swap them over and keep on going. So at this point, all we can do is wait and reveal the project when it's done. I have faith in Art Industries will be able to pull it off, plus make our special surprise happen. Now we're gonna drive an hour and a half back home. All right, we're filling up on some diesel right now because America. And while I'm here, I went and stopped inside, got myself a Monster. Some of you guys are like, you don't ever do FTBs anymore. I'm like, bro, I do. You guys just don't see it on camera. Today, I wanted to be a little bit more natural and healthy. That was a meme. So I got this, and of course I got the all-time favorite Chewy Sours. But also, to add a little spice to today's vlog, boys, we about to turn $5 into $1 million. I have here I Heart the Benz. We're gonna do a little scratch lotto because I had $5 in my pocket and I thought, why not? I'm feeling lucky today. Uncover a win symbol and the $100 Big Win bonus and win $100 instantly. Come on, baby. I'm trying to buy a twin turbo kit for the Ferrari, baby. These are the winning numbers. If we match this, I think that's how we win. Come on, baby. I'm trying to buy another car, baby. Dude, this shit makes a mess, bro. Goddamn Mustang owners always making a racket outside. That's me, actually, fuck. Did we win anything? I hate to report, we didn't win shit. Fuck! I'm feeling Gotta do it for the video. Gotta do it for the video. Alright, Calvin, imagine I'm Emily. Hey, babe. Hey, Calvin. Hey, oh, I was kidding, man. I was kidding. There is no sippy action going on in this car.